Hi, ich bin Julia von Pointer. Ich sitze hier gerade mit Melanie C. Sie war Teil der Spice Girls und bringt jetzt ihr neues Soloalbum raus. Melanie, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
We're going to be talking about your new album soon. I want to start with a few questions about your time as a Spice Girl. Last year was your 20th anniversary. Did you celebrate it?
You know what? We haven't had chance to celebrate. We are planning to celebrate at some point. But yeah, we were just so busy. It was hard to all get together.
At that time with the Spice Girls, from the beginning it seemed like everything you touched immediately turned into gold. What do you think was your secret?
Oh gosh, it was such an incredible time. You know, we felt really, really lucky, but we were quite single-minded. You know, we knew what we wanted to achieve and we felt very positive and optimistic. And, you know, working together, we did that. It's amazing.
When I hear a hit song like Wannabe, what I always ask myself, is the artist not at some point tired of it? Like, you must have heard Wannabe so many times. Do you still like it?
Do you know, I think actually the artist probably hears it less than the public, you know. I never hear Wannabe, and I love it, and it was the song that launched us onto the world, so it's very close to my heart.
And at that time you became huge role models for a whole generation of girls. How did that feel? Was it more like pressure or did it feel like an opportunity?
It was both, really. We, at the time, were quite young girls, so it was quite a lot of pressure to know that we were role models to other, you know, younger people. But as we've got older and we've met a lot of our fans that have now grown up, and it's fantastic because being fans of the Spice Girls has affected them in a really positive way. So we're very proud of that.
And when you compare yourself to role models of female artists today, do you see a difference?
I think the Spice Girls was quite unique in that, you know, as a band we had something that is quite lacking today. We were all very different, you know, we really supported individuality, you know, and there isn't anyone like that now. You know, there's lots of great artists out there and incredible people, great musicians, sports, men and women, you know, but I think it was quite unique what we had.
And you have a young daughter. Does she have a girl band that she's looking up to?
She loves Little Mix. They're her favourite band, yeah.
And you've worked with them, right? Like you were in a video of them?
I did, yeah. They did a video for a big charity we have. I think you have it here too, Red Nose Day, Comic Relief. And yeah, there was lots of different people in the video and I was lucky enough to be one of them.
So you've always been Sporty Spice, but I've heard that today you're even doing more sports. Yeah. Last year you did a triathlon. How do you motivate yourself always?
Yeah, well, I love triathlon. I started doing them in about 2011 and I did 3 last year. Yeah, I had a really great year and it's just a sport that I love and it's really good for me because it's a good way to focus my training.
And also after Spice Girls, you've been successful as a solo artist. You have a new album. Tell me about it. What is it called? What is it about?
Okay, well my new album's called Version of Me and it's going to be out here on the 17th of February. Very excited to get back to Germany, especially with this record. I'm really proud of it. It's quite different for me. It's still very much a pop record, but it's more electronic sounding. I wanted to play around with styles and do something different. So yeah, I've worked very closely in all aspects of the record. It's very personal lyrically and I can't wait for people to hear it.
But it has taken you a bit till it came out, right? Like, why has it taken you so long?
My last album was released in 2011, my last album of original songs, and I've had so many great opportunities since then. I've toured with Jules Holland, I've worked as a judge on Asia's Got Talent, I toured with Jesus Christ Superstar in the UK and in Australia, and throughout that time I was really having fun but thinking, oh, I miss my music, you know. And when I got home about 4 years ago, I started going into the studio, started working on some new songs, and it was probably around the middle of last year I thought, oh, I've got a real body of work here. I think I've got a really great album. And then that's when I went into the studio and got everything recorded and mixed, and now it's ready.
You have a few tour dates in Britain in this year. Is there like a special routine you like to do before a concert?
Well, I'm hoping to tour all of this year. I'll be doing UK in April, and then I'll be coming out here and all across Europe and, you know, around the world. And I love to tour. I love being on stage. That's kind of my favourite place to be, you know, performing my music live. And I love to keep fit for that as well. I like to be very active and you know, make sure I can run around on stage and still sing really well. So it feels like, it's almost like an event. It's like an Olympic event, you know, so I prepare for it like I'm going to go and, you know, run for my country.
And what's something that can never miss on tour?
What can I never be without on tour? Well, I'm a bit, being very British, I love my tea, but I love green tea. I'm becoming a little bit of a connoisseur. So I will have all my teas with me.
What would you say is the biggest difference in touring with the Spice Girls and touring as a solo artist?
The biggest difference on being on stage in a group scenario is if you go wrong, you feel really bad because you're kind of, you know, you're letting people down. Whereas when you're a solo artist, if it goes wrong, it doesn't matter. It's only you. So it's kind of, there's less pressure to really get everything 100% well. And for me as a solo artist, what I love about it is I'm able to express myself, you know, as an individual and really be emotional in songs and really tell a story. Whereas when I'm with the girls, it's a very different thing. It's more of a collective.
Do some of the girls go to one of your concerts?
Yeah, actually, over the years they've all been to see me at different shows. In fact, it was my birthday 3 years ago. I did a big show in London and Emma got up on stage and we sang together, which was really nice.
Finally, what are your big goals for 2017?
My big goals for 2017 are to have a great time and get out there, play this album live, loads everywhere, and just really enjoy doing it.
Thank you so much.